Good morning, crafters, and a warm welcome to Hunky Dory TV on Thursday, the something of April. It's flying this week already, isn't it?
It's crazy.
What is it? Thursday the what of April? Fourth?
4th
of April already.
4th of April.
This week is flying. It's fluttering along, and we've got some lovely fluttering things to show you today. It is the launch of our brand new club gift, and we're going to show you and tell you all about it. My name's Dan. I'm going to be your host for the hour, and producing our show today is the lovely Jess. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
And over at the demonstration station, it is Mardy Bum herself,
Hello.
Natalie Eagleton.
Hello,
Yes.
Everyone. You said it right. It's only taken him about over a year now.
Over a year. Now, you have to tell him why I've called you Mardy Bum, because
Doesn't
otherwise
matter.
it just looks like I'm being mean to you.
No, he is being mean, but I am the Mardy Bum of the office.
Are you? You are the
Everyone
Mardy Bum
knows
of the
this
office.
now.
But it is an Arctic Monkeys.
It is an Arctic Monkey song, which
reference.
is my favourite band ever. So
Favourite band ever, Arctic Monkeys.
It's just how I go now, how I roll.
Arctic
Mardy
Monkeys
Bum.
were at your wedding. They weren't at your wedding,
Weren't
but
at
they
my
were.
wedding.
There was a song.
Oh, they were featured all the
featured
time.
all the way
Yeah.
through.
I said every 5 songs had to be an Arctic Monkeys song.
Excellent. Okay, good morning, everybody. Hope you are all well. It is the launch of our brand new club gift. Our old club gift sold out. The lovely leopard print has been and gone and is no longer available.
So sad because we love the leopard.
It was
print.
lovely, wasn't it? I loved
so
the acetate as well. It was fabulous. But we have something brand spanking new for you today, and we're going to show you in a minute. Actually, I should read this to you. It says, "May all your dreams come true." It's official. Our new club gift is launching today. Join us as we spread a little sparkle with this magical new kit. And it's magical. But before we crack on, let's take a look at our Win It Weekly competition. A magical fairy bundle. Oh, I'm still talking to myself. Sorry. I didn't realise this is part of it. This is very good.
This is a cool thing, isn't it? Like a little collab.
It's a little collab.
It's a little collab.
It's a collab.
We put it all together.
Magical fairy bundle containing the Little Book of Floral Fairies at the front.
Nice.
These little books are big, really, aren't they? They're
They
quite big
are.
little books. Magical Landscapes and Stunning Swirls Duo Design Pad, which is this baby here.
This is
Magical
so
Landscapes. Very nice. And Stunning Swirls upon the back. And Moonstone Build a Fairy as well. We're giving away all 3 of these to 3 lucky winners, worth £36.97 there. So over £100 worth of goodies, which is what we like to do each and every week. To be in with a chance of winning, we need to know the answer to this question. What is a fairy's favourite snack? Is it A, popcorn? Is it B, peanuts? Or is it C, raisins? And I have not got the faintest idea what that question is all about. Have you got any idea now at all?
No, and I'm also thinking like size of a fairy versus the size of these snacks.
Okay, okay.
Now peanuts are very tough, so they're not going to get into those, are they?
No, I don't think so. Not with little nibblers.
Maybe it's popcorn for that reason.
Is it popcorn's nice
But who
and
knows?
airy and
yeah, and they could
floaty?
just like take a little bit off.
Right. Usually these things have like a there's a reason for the question or whatever, right? And so there must be whether who's decided that fairy's favourite snack. Usually there's like a fact, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is Jess. Can you shed any light? Jess can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh.
So this could be that Jess has chosen which one of these is true. So what I really like about this is that I don't think it's going to be as easy. I don't think
It's not easy at all, is it, really?
don't
when
think you
you
can
think
just
about
Google
it,
it.
it's like, I don't know.
I'm going
I
popcorn.
don't know what the
Anyway,
answer is.
popcorn with you now. I think it's good.
I think it's popcorn.
of
That's how
your-
I'd work it out.
Of those 2, which is your favourite?
Popcorn,
Popcorn.
100%.
If you can work it out at home, and even if you can't work it out, you need to have a guess. Pop it into the comments, either on Facebook or on YouTube, or indeed on the Hunky Dory Hub, where there's loads of fabulous inspiration and education at hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, which is the only place you'll be able to get our club gift as well. Pop it into there, any of our shows during the week, and on Friday we're going to give away 3 of those. We're going to pick 3 people who've got the question right, or indeed got the answer right. Now, I don't know whether you could put popcorn on Monday, peanuts on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and raisins on Thursday, and be in for a chance of winning. I think you probably can do it. Just try.
Do it.
Anyway, okay. So before we go into our club gift, we need to tell you a little bit about Club Hunky Dory. So here is Becca to do that.
Become a member of Club Hunky Dory today. Club Hunky Dory is free to join and all members automatically get 5% off all full price products on our website. Just visit hunkydorycrafts.co.uk to create an account and receive your discount straight away. You simply sign up with your name, email address and password and you're in. Throughout the year, we have exclusive members-only promotions where you can take advantage of double, triple and even quadruple discounts. By joining our club, you will also receive regular free club gifts worth £9.99 with just the postage to pay. The gifts include card kits with foiled and die-cut toppers, sentiments along with printed and foiled cardstock to get you started on your card making journey. With your Club Hunky Dory membership, you will be the first to know about new launches, fantastic offers and news with our regular email updates. Our Club Hunky Dory members play a big part in our live shows with Hunky Dory Craft TV, where we are live 5 days a week showing you all the latest in craft alongside demonstrations with all the tips and inspiration. It's super easy to join. Just visit hunkydorycrafts.co.uk and create your free account today.
It's the longest VT known to man, isn't it? But we all got
Crazy
in on
long.
it as well, which is quite nice,
I know,
didn't we?
everyone gets a little part.
A little bit about Club Hunky Dory, guys. You've got to be a member to be able to get these fabulous gifts, and you just pay the postage, which is fabulous. I'm not going to repeat everything that was in that VT, do not worry. Before we go through this in some detail and I show you, I'm going to show you the bundle, which is absolutely amazing. It is time to spread your wings and create some magical cards with this fantastic Fairy Wishes collection. You've got beautiful themed fairy artwork and stunning watercolour fairies across it in a variety of hues and hair colours, surrounded by butterflies and sparkles. You've got lovely colours. You've got the lilac here, you've got this fresh spring green, you've got the pink, you've got the blue as well. Toppers, it's got gorgeous gold foiling, absolutely beautiful borders, corners, frames, sentiments, the works here, and you get that in your club gift. It's beautiful. Free. Guys, you just pay the postage. If you want the bundle, which is what you're seeing on screen, you'll also get all of these down at the bottom, inserts and background papers, double-sided background papers. Let me just check. Of course they are. All the way across the bottom there, absolutely beautiful. You get the adorable scoreable, which is too big. It's coming behind here actually as well. Colours that you can see coordinate absolutely beautifully. And of course you get a bite-sized little book as well. And you save more money here when you get this bundle because we discount those 3 products as well. And you get that £25.96 worth of goodies for just £12.99. The only place you can get the Fairy Wishes collection is online at hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. Would you like to take a closer look at our delightful fairies? They're whimsical, they're enchanting, they're magical, they're absolutely beautiful, and loads of them as well, different fairies.
So many different designs.
So many different designs. I just want to bring this forward so that you can see the lovely gold foiling. You see those frames within frames there that we absolutely adore. You've got some great sentiments. Many happy returns, but you've got longer ones as well like this, which are really nice. Different shaped sentiments and different shaped toppers, which is brilliant. Borders there. I love the purple and the yellow here. It really with the green.
It works so well.
Really, really works.
It works so well. It's such a delicate collection as well, I think. It's really soft. And that's just because of that gorgeous sort of like watercolour effect we've got on all of the fairies.
Certainly. You've got 3 full-size toppers on there. So you're making 3 cards from that topper
100%.
there, which is brilliant. You've got cardstock that's foiled. All of this, guys, 350 GSM cardstock. It's adorable scoreable, as you know and love. Because it's a free gift, we don't skimp and save. Nope. It is the same quality that you love, know and expect from us at Hunky Dory. You want to fussy cut that out because that's going to look lovely down the side.
100%.
And that fairy.
So many gorgeous cardstocks on this collection that you are going to want to fussy cut into.
Look at that.
Layer them up, have them on acetate.
Raise those wings.
Yes.
Certainly. Here we go. This beautiful sort of blue, fresh blue.
It's like cornflower, isn't it?
It is, isn't
Almost
it?
into those like really light, like lilac colours.
But we've got like a darker purple one coming later on.
It's so beautiful.
I'm bringing this up close so that you can see it, guys. Lots of little accent foiled sparkles in there around those fairies as well. Solid mirror border there.
I love those.
Which is
they
really
work
nice.
so nicely as well with your little books. So if you want to use your borders to create extra toppers, that's definitely a way to do it.
Beautiful. Where's the foiling on that one? So there's no foiling on that one. Oh, the foiling's on that one. There we go. You'll just see it.
Beautiful butterflies.
There you go.
It's like little shimmers.
Really, really nice. Doesn't that look beautiful cardstock? I love the colours. Here we go into the sort of blush pink colourways. Beautiful, beautiful fairies. So you've got some younger fairies, some older fairies in here. Perfect for all kinds of feminine cards, really. I think any age.
Absolutely.
People love fairies. They're really whimsical, really quite fantastical.
Another great border to fussy cut out.
Yeah.
Making those cat flap cards. That's going to look stunning.
Cat flap cards.
We love a cat flap.
Nice solid border there, but also with those lovely little gold foiled butterflies as well. Sponged cardstock down there at the bottom, really nice. Lots of different textures in this now.
Loads of textures, and they work so well together, don't they? They've really designed this so beautifully. I love the accent foiling swirls that you've got on some of these images as well.
Really, really nice.
It makes it so much more magical and mystical. It's just beautiful.
I love that there are so many borders on those toppers as well. That's
really
gorgeous.
nice.
I mean, look at the depth. Sorry to interrupt now. Look at the depth of that. You tell me that doesn't already look 3D.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's what does it for me is this here. This is really, really got depth with the fairy,
and then that L-shaped border.
and then this in the background.
Yeah.
That is definitely behind that, but I'm telling you, this is a flat piece of cardstock.
It's crazy.
How good is that?
The team are so good at creating this like definition within the pages so that we don't actually have to do much in terms of like layering up or fussy cutting, or you can literally just add your toppers straight onto it. I love the mix of borders that we've got across this collection. You know, you've got your L-shaped borders, you've got these borders which are perfect for all your stepper cards. There's so many cool different types of cards you can make when you've got this like definition within your cardstock.
Can I just say that you could not have arranged a better colourway for the product information down the left-hand side than that. Look at that. That matches perfectly, doesn't it?
Match made in heaven.
Guys, this is worth £9.99, your deluxe card collection. I mean, if you were selling them as individual topper sets, there would be £3.99 each, so there'd be nearly 16 quid. But we do £9.99 for a deluxe card collection. But you're not paying £9.99. You've got to be logged into the website. I know that we go on about that, but make sure you're logged in, because then you'll see that come down to zero price. You'll see your bundle, if you want to go for the bundle with all those extra goodies, come down to £12.99. Otherwise, you'll be paying £25.96. Don't pay £25.96. It does occasionally happen, and it breaks my heart that people will pay full prices for things. And, you know, what do you do with that? Because you can't go chasing everybody. Please don't do it. Get the best offers that we can give you. Okay, we're going to go to Nat, because we're going to jump straight into a demonstration with this beautiful kit.
We are. So I'm going to do the blue one, I think, and I'm going to go and do like quite a fun size card. So I don't think we have any in here. Let me see what we've got.
What are you looking for, Nat?
This is 8x6, isn't it? Yes, absolutely perfect. So we're going to go for 8x6, and we're going to use this round topper here, which matches up really nicely with the fairy that we have on this side. So we're going to do a bit of fussy cutting, and I'm actually going to create a different sort of shaped card. So this is a 8x6 tenfold, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this edge shorter. I think what I'm going to do is take 2 inches off, which will mean that this piece here is 6x6, and then you've got this nice sort of edge here that we can bring in some other details of. I might even use 2 bits of cardstock.
Oh, I thought you were going to use a bit of acetate.
Maybe, but you know, maybe people are just getting the kit.
Of course, yes,
so
yeah, of course.
If we can show you exactly how you can use both of those differently.
This is the thing, guys, as well. Utilise some of your basic white card blanks. I mean, our card blanks aren't lots of them aren't basic, but utilise those, because that will mean that you get the most out of your
100%.
kits by chopping them up, chopping into them. It also creates a completely unique individual card.
So from just this one half of the cardstock, I'm going to create my card blank, my sort of image from this. So we have this whole other piece, which is pretty much an A5 sheet that we can use for something else. So I'll get my gold mirror just to be able to dress this up, and I'm going to create a 6x6.
She's dressing up the fairies.
And then this piece here, I'm just going to go slightly over the 2. It's going to be 2 notches, and then I'm going to do that at 6 because that should... Oh no, this is a lot bigger. I've not even done my maths right. This panel, this needs to be 2.5. So let's just take it from this other piece of mirror. I can bring that strip in at another point, and then we're going to do that by 6. And this should fit really nicely on there. So let's grab our topper now, because we are going to fussy cut this in here. So I'm going to pop my frame out, that largest frame, and I'm going to line this up onto here. So I want as much of this fairy, or as less of the fairy is probably the best way to put it, on this design here. And then I'm just going to mark this with my pencil at the top.
Is that pencil or a craft knife?
Well, it's a craft knife, really. I'm just going slightly under the design. So, like, onto that bit where I'm going to cut this out and lay that on. And then what I can do is follow along those cut lines, because you want it to be slightly larger than where you're going to place this design. And I'm just going to fussy cut around here. Now, the gorgeous watercolour effect on this cardstock means that fussy cutting this out is really forgiving.
Okay, okay.
So you don't have to be as precise as you might think.
Because the lines are softer, they're not as hard. So there's a bit more blend to them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to move that around here.
Natalie, it's a gorgeous collection, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
Yeah, I really like the colours. They feel like spring.
Yes, it's perfect for this time of year, and also for those like summer cards as well, where you don't want to use like lots of vibrant colours, those paler sort of summer tones, that early summer time as well. So let's go in around here, trying to be really, really
Faith has just said she's got the bundle and the die ordered. Yes, there is a Moonstone die coming up. We will show you that soon. It's a beautiful kit, this, guys. Grab it while you can. Our aim is that our club gifts last for a couple of months. Almost never do they last for a couple of months.
Never ever happens, does it?
They absolutely fly out. I mean, we've had it, I think, where they've gone in a week before.
Yes.
Which was frightening. We had to remanufacture, and trying to remanufacture things is really, really difficult.
It is, because we've got a plan, we've got a schedule, we've got things coming up that need to be made as well, so it's not as easy to just throw something in there, is it?
We might not always look like we have a plan, but we do have a plan.
We always have a plan.
I've been reliably informed by Natalie. We've got a plan. This is good.
So let's pop this in here, and I can see now where that edge is, so I'm just going to go a little bit further around here to the base of her head, and then when we pop all of this out, you want to be really, really delicate when you're doing this, and if there's any areas, of course, that you can tell are a little bit stuck, you can go with your craft knife, but just sort of bring in that too. We're going to create this really nice edge here, which we can then add our image behind, so we're still keeping a lot of that detail. Now I'm going to stick this down.
Isn't that great? I mean, that's just worked so beautifully. When I first saw you put it on top, I thought I would losing so much of the fairy.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Absolutely not at all. Tanya says she loves this. She's going to order it after her birthday on Monday. Linda's grabbing it after the show. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. We're getting a lot of lovely feedback. Carol says, good morning, everyone. How wonderful to see Dan back. Now, why would I read that one out?
Oh, because we've got to tell everyone where you've been.
Thanks, Carol. Been poorly, Anna.
He's been very poorly. So poorly that you wouldn't have wanted him in here, because we didn't want him in the office.
Kelly, it's true. Kelly said I wasn't allowed to mention it.
Really poorly. So
Hope everyone is well at home.
I'm going to stick that down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on top. Because this is quite a small topper, I don't think we're going to lose that much of that detail. However, too much for me. So I'm then going to use my craft knife to cut this design now into here. Now you could use a die to do this, but
I've got a question for you now.
Yeah.
So I saw someone in the comments say, "Ooh, fussy cutting on a glass mat, and that makes them nervous, right? So
no, do not feel nervous about this.
Are you totally cool on a glass mat?
I'm totally cool on a glass mat. I find it easier.
Because it's a solid.
It's solid, and also because it's like, can you see, it's like swishy?
Yes.
You've got that movement for your cardstock, so I find it easier, 100% easier.
So it's one of those strange things, like where it's counterintuitive, like where they say that you should always have a really sharp knife because it's safer with a sharp knife. And you think, how is a sharp knife safer than a dull knife? But it is.
It is.
Less likely to slip.
And it's also easier to sort of like work around as well. So how are we going to do this now? Your
mileage may vary, everybody at home, of course. We've got the original sort of self-healing cutting mats as well.
Yeah.
But this glass mat has become a firm favourite very quickly.
It's something for everyone, which I really like as well.
Mixed media as well, and so on and so forth, yeah.
So I'm going to pop that along here, and then I'm going to spin this around. No, let's do it this way first, because that will match
I'm a big fan of the gold behind there, Nat.
So I'm going to pop that on there, and then what I'm going to do is...
Guys at home, just to let you know, the reason why Natalie is deciding what she's doing as we go along is because that is exactly what we've decided we want to do with this. So we've not pre-prepped the demonstration. Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do, but it's funner if we don't, isn't it?
But what we like, especially with the club gifts and so on, is doing something a little bit different. And a little bit different, especially with Nat, Kat, and Marie, our demonstrators, is you don't know what you're going to get until you get it.
No.
And that's kind of the fun of it, really, isn't it?
Well, let's be honest. I've been too busy opening on birthday presents.
We should mention, shouldn't we?
We've mentioned it enough.
Congratulations, Natalie is now 40 years old. Well done, Natalie, for getting to the ripe old age of 40. He's 40,
horrible,
is it 42?
Isn't he? He's absolutely horrible.
42. Jess says 42.
Horrible. A lot of
well done, Nat. Life begins at 40, you know.
I've survived so far.
So you've got another 10 years to go until you can start.
So I'm going to pop that on here. Now I've just moved that a little bit further along because we are going to sort of cut this diagonally, and what I think is that we need like a clean space really. So if I sort of bring that to a point and just I could have used a die here, and you could have placed a die perfectly in there to give you a full circle.
A nesting die?
Yeah, but you don't always need to. So I've just added that made it a little bit longer with like going around, because some people don't have dies either. We have to, you know, think about that. But look at this, you're not going to be able to see that at all now. And then on the back as well, you've got that nice clean opening with just that fairy poking over the top. So we'll go in again with our best friend, our tape runner.
I thought you were going to go all the way around with that circle. Do you know?
What do you mean?
Was it Leonardo da Vinci who drew a perfect circle?
Supposedly, if
you can draw a perfect circle, then you're a genius.
No.
And you were.
We already know that I'm not a genius.
You were 3/4 of the way round cutting a perfect circle.
You already know that I'm not a genius. Everyone knows that is watching. I am not a genius. Those words do not get used to describe me.
Well,
so
we don't let you on the back office system, I'll admit that, but it's a bone of contention for that, isn't it?
It's fine.
We said if she behaves herself, we'll give her access.
You said this for the past 3 years. So I'm going to pop this on here. That is going to give you that nice little gold edge, and then this is going to go on the inside. Now, do we have any inserts? Because
do you know what? I can find you an insert, and I can find you one from the pack shop, if you like. Which one should we? You
don't necessarily have to have an insert in, because I'm going to place this in here. So if you don't have, if you're not getting that bundle, you obviously won't get your inserts. Now this is going to look gorgeous because when you open it up, you've got that topper there as well. But if you do have an insert, then we can place that in, and it's going to look really, really nice. So,
Nat, if you want, just in case you want.
Oh no.
No good. Not what you're after for now.
I think insert is what I want here.
Insert's what you want. Okay.
So I'm just going to measure this.
There's one less insert at the front, Jess. I've pinched one. I'm sorry, I have.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Under direction, strict instruction from Natalie.
It was my fault. You can blame me. So I'm going to place this fairy now on the inside.
Oh, Nat.
Yeah?
Turns out you're 30. It says she is 30. Dan's just mean. Oh, you're 30, not 40. Oh.
It's a good job he wasn't here on Thursday to do my birthday shows, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
I wouldn't be coming back.
Oh, I love this. Someone said, oh, I thought Natalie was 30.
I am.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
I am. Dan's just being mean.
The jealousy is just getting
I know,
out of
that's
control.
what it is, isn't it? So I'm going to place this. I'm holding it underneath so I know that it's perfect. And then I can line that up on here. And then because I've just used my dotty tape runner, I can then lift out this. And I do this a lot because I get really particular about like my images being straight. So I find that it's easier to do that. And then pop in your foam pads. And of course, we are going to have to add a little sentiment. And there's loads of sentiments on this collection as well. So I'm going to stick this in here. And then we've got this lovely edge here that we can decorate. So that's where we're going to put our sentiment. And I'm going to go with the circle one that says, wishing you a day as wonderful as you, which is a sentiment I would use on a card that I wasn't giving to Dan. I think,
whatever.
Do we need anything else on here? Oh, let's just throw in this border strip as well. Sorry, I can't help myself. It's just too
Natalie,
lovely not
sometimes
to do
more
this.
is more, darling.
But look how much I've still got left. I've got like 1.5 pieces of cardstock. I've got 3 toppers. So many sentiments on there. And I'm not actually going to use all of this.
And that is a quarter of the kit.
Yeah.
And that kit is free.
Absolutely.
You just pay the postage, guys.
So you can go as
which I think it's only
crazy as you want with
$3.95 to the UK mainland, which is incroyable.
So just taking that off
it's slightly
there.
more if it's international, but we have got some better international prices coming for you. Yes, we have.
This is what people have been waiting for you for, Dan. To shout at you about international shipping.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well,
I've been standing
we'll talk about it in
for
a sec.
you. There
Don't
you
worry.
go. So you've got that gorgeous detailing on the inside, and then look how beautiful this is. And you've literally used one piece of 6x8 cardstock to create this.
Isn't that amazing?
So
So
cool.
it goes so far, and that started off, Nat, with a tent card.
It did.
Were the tent cards in one of your 30?
They might have been.
They were, weren't they? See, I'm not 100% sure everything that was in Natalie's.
He doesn't know. He didn't want to know.
Just explain it a little bit, right? So you've got 30 before 30.
Yeah, we did it on Thursday, and then we did it at Hobby Maker yesterday.
Okay.
So I literally went through the back catalogue, which I'm not allowed on. It was very difficult. Of all of our products.
How did you do it?
Well, I was very strategic. I went for categories. So I went into
okay, I'm
6
with you.
categories. So I went dies, stamps, core, papercraft, Premier Craft Tools, and then I picked my 5 favourites from those 6 categories.
Lovely. Okay, that's good.
We had a little bit of some extras because some of the things I chose were very low in stock. So I had
okay.
to sort of like split them between here and there.
Yeah.
And then, I just went for it. Took 30%
And then just
off.
30% off the lot of them?
Yeah.
Blooming heck.
I know. It's better if you don't know.
I hope you've... yeah, it's better that I don't know what
and
it
it
was.
was better that you weren't here because I would not be here.
Well done anyway.
Everyone loved it.
I think it was a great
Everyone
idea. I think it was
loved
fun. It was really popular. People loved it as well, which is fantastic, which is great. Okay, guys, what are you thinking about our lovely Fairy Wishes collection? Please do let us know in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube. We'd love to know. We'd like to thank Natalie for that gorgeous card.
Thanks.
Talking of gorgeous cards, would you like to see a little bit more inspiration? Let's roll VT. Shop online at hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. It said there that is the only place in the world, anywhere, that you can get hold of the Fairy Wishes Club gift, which is brand spanking new today. Never seen anywhere before the beginning of this show. It is live and direct from Hunky Dory Towers. We've taken a look at the kit itself, but now we're taking a look at the other items that are available as part of the bundle. So if we can bring the bundle price up there for a second. Sorry, Jess, to a bit of misdirection there. If you want
testing that she's watching.
I am testing that she's watching and listening. Okay, if you want that bundle, it is available, excuse me, for £12.99, which is incredible.
People would look at that and think, that's not real. But it absolutely is.
It really is. So you've got £9.99's worth of this deluxe card collection, which is gorgeous. You've got the bite-sized little book there, worth a £5. You've got the inserts and the papers worth a £5 down at the bottom, and you've got the adorable scoreable in there worth, I don't know, because we've not come up to it yet. But it's discounted into that bundle, so £12.99 for everything you see on screen there, which is incredible. Let's take a closer look at the inserts and the backing papers. Here we go. So the inserts, it's a lovely, it's whiter, quite a bit whiter than you can see on screen there, or than is on my monitor. So it depends on how white your monitor is at home, I guess. But the monitor isn't showing it quite as white. The cameras are showing it really, really white. We have to be careful because you can easily sort of bleach out or where you can't see on white.
Oh, yeah.
So you end up not being able to see anything, it all just looks white. So we have to darken it up a little bit to be able to see those gorgeous fairies. And the detail there with those fairies, absolutely beautiful. Let's go the right way. There we go. Isn't she delightful? The butterflies there, looking really enchanting.
They're all just like the most majestic little fairies you've ever seen. 2
of each of these inserts, so you get the green. So you're getting one in each of the colourways, if you will, of the toppers. That's these are 100 and they're either 140 or 150 GSM. I should know this. 140. Uncoated. Okay, so you can, if you want to stamp on them, you can do that. If you want to add some colour, you can do that.
Oh, imagine adding like little hues of colour around those fairies.
Absolutely, whatever you choose. So there are 8 of the inserts there, but you've also got double-sided papers. And Jess has been really kind because what she's done is that paper is that paper, so she's given me them like this. So that's your double-sided paper there with your sort of sparkly bits on it. Let me see. There we go. Butterflies in there and flowers. You've got the green. Lovely, nice, sort of soft foliage is the right word, and sparkles again there. You've got the purple. Now the look at the butterflies, really, really pretty. This is 150 GSM is your paper, and I love that edge-to-edge sort of spray of flowers there. And again, these tiny sparkles that you've got here at the back as well. A4 papers, guys, so you've got coated papers there, but you've also got those uncoated inserts. But the coating, it's not gloss, it's a satin. So it's nice and delicate, but it also matches beautifully with our adorable scoreable, which is kind of a satin finish, not a glossy finish, and the toppers and so on. So it's all going to work really, really well. And then you've got that soft, uncoated to be able to write on nicely, insert on the inside of your card. Absolutely gorgeous. £4.99. Would you like to talk about some adorable scarabla?
Always.
Let's do that. We have the Fairy Wishes Adorable Scoreable collection. We have 12 sheets in here. And I'm going to tell you exactly what the names are for all of these as well. We have Violet and 2 sheets of. We have the beautiful Sky Blue. 2 sheets of that. Sky Blue looks darker than Sky Blue for me. It does, you know, although...
It definitely is, though. The lighter one's called, like, powder blue or
It might have been that when these were named, this was named in a different city or town than Preston.
Oh, yeah.
Because
that is not the sky right now.
That is not the sky in Preston, and I'm not sure it ever has been. That's why we're all so pasty. We've got Rose Petal there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. We've got Lime, which I think is perfect. And we've got 2 sheets of Lilac and 2 sheets of Pink Flamingo. I remembered all of those perfectly, which is brilliant. Now,
you did such a good job.
Without an issue.
You can come back again.
Thank you very much. £5.99, 12 sheets of Adorable Scoreable, which is a great price. We do kind of discount all these prices when we do club gift stuff as well, which is great. Would you like some Miri? I know you would. Oh, bite-sized book. Should we do that? Bite-sized book. Here we go. Because, of course, this is the 3rd part of the bundle. So everything we've shown you so far, including this, is all in that bundle. Bring that bundle price back up again, £12.99 for everything we've shown you so far, apart from Natalie's card. You can't take that home.
Which is crazy, isn't it?
Fairy Wishes. This is where you've got 60 sheets in there, you've got 10 different designs, okay? This is where you get lots more of the artwork. You get 6 of each, which means that you can decoupage, it means that you can fussy cut, it means that you can just pop these onto a piece of Miri, like a Miri mat if you will, and turn them, I'm doing a bad job of this, I'm sorry, and turn them into toppers. Really, really easy, really, really simply.
I like that you've got like the larger fairies in here as well.
You do. You get new crops as well, don't you? So, so they call it crops, the design team. So the different, you know, how zoomed in things are, and that sort of stuff. You get borders in these as well, though. So again, you can be making really quite detailed, fancy cards with these. But I'm telling you, if you were to fussy cut and decoupage that up, that would look stunning. And a card for a young lady, I think, a princess.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Really,
Birthday
really
princess.
nice. Lots of artwork in there. More artwork than I'm showing you, but there is lots. It's beautiful. That's £4.99, your bite-sized book. You can buy it on its own, but it is part of that bundle, and that bundle does save you extra money. Gorgeous. Are we going? No, let's do
no, we've got
we'll
more.
do the last bits.
We've got
okay.
more. We've got more.
Follow the routine, Daniel. Follow the routine. Or I won't be invited back. What's that cheering? Cheering here?
There's no cheering.
Actually cheering.
There's no cheering.
Let's look at the Miri.
You've got to come back.
Right. This is. You know, I get a little bit twitchy because I do a lot with the costumes.
I get a little bit
twitchy when I see this.
You get a little bit twitchy, but do you not cost this?
I get a little bit twitchy, right? So
while you're pricing it
honestly, guys, I've been twitchy about this Miri for ages, yeah, and I've not done anything about it. And I think every time that I'm on a Club Gift show, I go, I don't know about this.
I can't do this.
Because I know how expensive the manufacturing process for Miri is. It's so expensive to get the quality that we want, and the quality is. It's Miri quality. Okay. You've got 2 sheets of each. You've got the blue shimmer, the gorgeous emerald green, and this is perfect. Obviously, you see this works so well with the fairies, but it's also going to work beautifully with it's 18 sheets of Miri. It wasn't 2 sheets of blue shimmer, it's 3. Goodness me. 18 sheets of Miri for £6.99. Yeah, this is why I get twitchy.
Your watch is going to be bleeping in a minute to say that you need to have a rest.
You've got the gold, yeah, okay. Maybe everything, the heart rate's gone up a little. You've got the pastel pink there. You've got the chocolate box purple, which is, I think it's everybody's favourite colour, really, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And you've got the blushing pink, which is a different level of pink. Really, really attractive. A4 sheets, 220 micron this. Microns are you get slightly less microns than you do grams per square.
But I think because you've got that nice finish on top of Miri, it's
solid.
actually a bit more weightier. So like you can still do all of the things you can do with your adorable squirrel.
So I've had in my hand like 400 GSM Miri. It's construction weight Miri. And it is great for doing construction with, but you don't necessarily put it on your cards because they end up a bit too bulky and heavy. Yeah, so it's interesting. Guys, that's a great price, £6.99. Let's look at this acetate. There are. I must admit, there's one of each sheet less in this because our friend Natalie went to pension.
I did a little stealing.
She did a little stealing. So we've put them onto some a sheet of white there. So, but if you move it the right way, Daniel, there you go. If you see it against my suit, for instance, there you go. You get the sort of translucent effect, and you can see through. There we go. And look at the swirls, absolutely beautiful. We've got a border at both edges here. Sorry, I'm going to have to cough. Excuse me, sorry about that.
That's how poorly is being, people.
That was a poor cough. If I was trying to show off my polliness, it would have been a much better one. And you've got the butterflies, which are going in all directions, as butterflies can, but I think that's the right way up. Guys, you get 4 of each of these, 16 sheets in total, gold foiled acetate. You can cut those little butterflies out and pop them, spread their wings and pop them onto your cards. You can use these as backgrounds, of course, or you can use them as sort of sections within your cards, can't you? So that you can see through them. Apertures. So much you can do with these.
Easel cards, which we're going to do, all sorts of different things.
Very, very nice. I've got lots of cards to show you as well, which I'm going to do, but not quite yet, because we're going to go to the lovely Natalie and have a demonstration.
Okay, so we are going to use our some cardstock from the kit, some acetate, a little book page. I've gone for this one, so we're going with the green this time. And I'm also going to bring something in that we haven't yet shown you. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of something else. So with this piece of cardstock, I'm going to cut 2 panels out from here. So I'm going to cut them slightly smaller. I'm not actually. I'm going to cut them both at 6. So we're going to cut that, and again we've got a full half piece of cardstock here that we're not going to use. And then I'm going to turn this and I'm going to cut one piece to 4. So we've got a 4x6 panel here. And then with the other piece, we're going to cut this slightly smaller. So I'm just going to go 2, actually let's go for 3. 3 little notches under that 4-inch mark, and I'm going to do the same again with my 6. So I've got a panel there, and then with this one, we're actually going to use our die that we've designed to go with this collection. It's a gorgeous floral arch. We'll show you that in a moment.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
And I'm going to place this onto here. Now I'm going to stick my tape down. I had this tape before because I was using it. I'm going to use, there we go. I'm going to stick my tape and I'm going to place it in the centre of this panel here because this is the bit that is going to sort of come out. And when we use our plates, we want to make sure we've got them in the right order. So magnetic plate, I'm going to put this in. I'm also going to put it at an angle because when you've got really fancy dies, putting your die in at an angle on your machine can sometimes really help it to go through. So I've got all my plates ready to go. And let me bring in the Gemini. I'm going to run this through that machine. So let's just pop that in there. And I'm also...
So are you going to
bring
be
that back
using...
out.
Nat, the tape runner with the dots
100%.
for putting this on. So,
100%.
because we've got different types of tape runners, guys. We've got the permanent
cool.
plain, which is like a strip, which is like double-sided tape, if you will.
Look at this.
But we've also got the one with the dots. Natalie will show you how to use it in a minute.
It's cut absolutely incredibly well. I've only cut it once, but look at how well that has cut through that cardstock.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. And then we're going to pop this out. And this will give you a gorgeous like garden arch. I think this die in particular is going to work so well for lots of other different things that you will have in your stash. I'm thinking little books, pocket pads, anything floral, it's going to be perfect. So just popping it out from here, you want to be a little bit careful. It's a little bit stuck under here. So now I can't do this with my fingers. I'm going to bring in my pokey tool and I'm going to go in all of those little
further forward towards,
release holes.
Perfect. Thanks, Nat.
And that is just going to help me to bring out that arch. And then we can go in with our brush and just pop out all of this.
Where the metal is, you can't see, you could not see that design until you did that. And I hadn't seen it, so I wasn't expecting it to be as detailed as that. It's beautiful.
Glorious.
And as you say, that's cut that just in one pass.
Yeah.
Really nicely.
Really, really nicely. And that's cut in from a durable scorable as well, which we all know is a very heavyweight cardstock. So sometimes when you've got something as detailed as this, it can be a little bit pesky to cut out, but it's done it gorgeously. So next bit, we're going to cut some of this gorgeous acetate because we're going to create an easel card. And that archway is going to be the front of our card. So I'm going to cut this to 4 on here, and then I'm going to get my scoreboard. I've got one right here. Oh, I don't have a little thing in it. And then we are going to score this at 6. Now, this doesn't need to be as long as the rest of it, so I can just trim this down if I want to, or you can obviously use it, cut it with your trimmer, but I'm just going to trim that off with my scissors. So now I'm going to bring this into place, my dotty tape runner, and I am going to go all the way around these edges. Now don't worry if you get this tape onto your glass mat either. Use your eraser and it will come off really, really well. So just go in around the outside edges.
It just looks like you're adding tape and you're going to be able to see it through, but because it's the dots instead of full tape, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I'm going to get my, if I can get this out of here, my super skinny red tape. Now the only reason why I'm doing this is because I am popping it onto acetate. Okay. So I want to have that extra strength on here.
Guys at home, have you seen our ultra high tack tape? So our ultra high tack tape, the recipe has changed. It's got better tack and better removability of the backing.
We've also got better sizes.
Oh, we've got so we've obviously got the 3 and 6, but that 12 mil.
12 mil is so good.
It's a belter, isn't it?
So good.
For serious construction projects.
It's really good.
Like the Eiffel Tower or the Empire State Building. You know, that's what that's for, isn't it?
Bridges, you know, anything that definitely cannot move. It's perfect.
Natalie?
Yeah?
I've just noticed.
Oh, you noticed?
Jess is eating. Do you see a box full of pineapple and 2 Baby Bells?
Oh,
All gone?
She always has Baby Bells.
All gone? None-shared?
No. We don't share food in the offices.
Jess.
We do not share food here in the office. It's a known thing. So I'm going to place this now on top of this mirror. On top of the acetate. It's got that gorgeous mirror design on there, and then that's going to come through here as well. And then with my burnishing tool, I'm just going to go on the back of my acetate and really burnish this down so that all of those little dye bits, all of that adhesive that is on those tiny little elements is all going to shine through. We've got that little panel here now, which I can fold. And then I'm going to get my, I don't think I've got any. I do. Of course I do. I'm going to get my 12mm tape out. And I'm going to place this on the top of here. So just placing that on there. And then we can pop this out. And this is going to sit on our card blank, which I have hidden over here. So we're going to open out our 10th fold A6 card blank, and I'm going to stick this on top of here like so. And then again, you want to make sure that this is burnished down and it is nice and straight. So just going over the top with your burnisher is going to mean that this now is going to sit really nicely when we pop it up. So let's decorate the inside, of course. That's the most important bit. So I've got my gorgeous little image here, and again, tape runners are our new best friend, and
So
they
the
are so
purple
easy
is
to craft
the
with.
plain permanent, and the
pink one is the dotty.
pink is the dotty.
So let's pop this on here.
I like that we did them in different colours so they were easy to pick up. You don't have
So
to be looking at them and
easy.
thinking.
We don't need to think at all. We can just go ahead, grab it, and we know that that is the one for the job.
I like that they're refillable, replaceable. So you just put the refills in instead of having to get more of these of the outside. It's better for the environment as well, isn't it? For sure, for sure.
So let's pop this on the base. I'm actually going to go with the top one first, so then I can make sure that it properly closes up. So popping that on here like so. So that's going to fit on there.
No, that's
this is going to fit on here, and then my base is going to go on this piece. So just give yourself a little bit of space. It can just be like a mil over there, just so that this sits really nice onto here. You can score those score lines down as much as you need to once you've got those on. And then of course we need, let me just fold this over. I need to give this a nice burnish. We need our images. So getting that on. There we go. There we are. I've got a gorgeous little Believe in Yourself from our topper, which I'm going to stick on the top here. And I'm also going to be super cheeky, and I'm going to steal this one that says side by side, miles apart, you are forever close to my heart. So I'm going to go in with that too, because this is going to be our stopper. So you want a big chunky image to be your stopper. That can go
and wherever you place
here.
that decides how the easel stands, doesn't it?
So you don't want it to be too far up. You want to make sure that it sits really nicely on there. And I also thought about doing a little bit of decoupage on the inside too. So I fussy cut out. I've just got to go around this last little bit here. Fussy cut out while Dan was showing you all of those goodies. This gorgeous butterfly. Now when we stick our foam pads on the back of her, we're going to stick those down the centre of our fairy, because I want her wings to stand up and sort of fly off this card as well.
Lovely.
So she looks like she's in flight. So I'm going to take this off of here, and then that is going to go on the inside of our card.
Beautiful.
So line her up, and then you can bring out those wings then on your design and
Absolutely
really
gorgeous.
give that loads of depth. And then, there you go.
Really nice, Nat.
Obviously, you can change which acetate you use. You can just use regular acetate. You don't need to use acetate. You could make this panel bigger and have a score line across here that goes onto the back of your card blank.
Remember, it's not at home. It's not going to
cool.
the acetate's not going to shine at you as much as that, so it's not going to blind you, if that makes sense. We've got mega lights in the studio, as you would expect,
lights.
so it comes off it. Absolutely gorgeous. Got to mention a little. I've just got a little iPad here with who was it who said it? Michelle. I love this. Talking about on Facebook, I think it is. They're talking about red liner tape.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that this red stuff gets absolutely everywhere. Yeah. So Michelle said that she sticks a piece of double-sided tape on some scrap card, and then as she's crafting, those bits of red, she just touches them to it. They stick to that.
Yeah.
Instead of going everywhere, instead of finding them on the back of your card and all the projects and all that sort of stuff.
Or like sticking to your hands and stuff. You can.
Or in the middle of your shaker card.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Well, you don't need that. You just that's really clever, Michelle. I love that. I love the hints and tips that you guys give us, as well as us. Say us, the royal us. Natalie gives you guys as well, which is fantastic. Okay, a few more things to do, and we're going to have another demonstration as well. I mentioned shipping before.
You did.
It's not time for my big shipping announcement because it's not complete and ready yet, but
it's coming.
It is coming. I can tell you, we've been working really, really hard on shipping because our
the royal
shipping's
way
through the roof. Honestly, it's absolutely crazy. So the price that we're paying to ship things out is
You've been very shocked, actually, haven't you?
Hey?
You've been very shocked having these conversations with these people about how expensive it really is.
How expensive it is.
Yeah.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
It's frightening, yeah. So, and when you sell items like we do that in general aren't massive cost products, so aren't, you know, £200, £300 orders, £400 orders, that sort of stuff. It's a high percentage of it. So on a £30 order, if the shipping is costing us £5, it's a lot of that money. Does that make sense? Especially when the VAT, £5 goes to the government and so on. So we've been working on this and trying to get it down. We've managed to find a company who do exceptional shipping, but they can do things at some really, really good prices and international as well, which means that we're going to be able to review all of our international prices. I want to try and get some of the global free.
I feel like you've definitely made a lot of people very happy with that.
Well,
what you just said there.
I can't tell you the prices yet. You know, I'm working on it.
We've had conversations in here, and I've asked people the questions, and I mentioned about international shipping and stuff, and I said, I'll go in Dan's office. I will make sure that he looks into this.
We've been looking into it for a long, long time. Unfortunately, things take ages. We had to put the prices up because we had no choice, because we were losing every order that we were sending out overseas. Pretty much, we were losing more. So the more people who ordered things overseas, the more money the company lost. That doesn't make sense. You just can't do that. So we had to put the prices up to a certain, you know, we're going to be able to bring some down and play it out.
It's coming. So
it is coming.
It's a good thing.
It's coming out. It's coming. It's not, you know, hopefully in the next month it should be anyway. So that's brilliant. Okay, second piece of information, goodie boxes. So, my goodness, we sold some goodie boxes.
We did.
Did we sell some goodie boxes?
We sold some goodie boxes.
Thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands. That's crazy. How many thousands? Lots of thousands of goodie boxes. There were lots and lots of people. Almost everyone's got their goodie boxes now. The last goodie boxes that we have orders for are going out today. So if you haven't had your goodie box yet and you've ordered one, it's going. The last one's going out today. Okay. Congratulations to everyone who got one. Now, we stopped the stock on them because we knew that we were getting very, very close. And you've got to be really clever, because you've got to have. Lots of people buy 4. Yeah. Yeah. 4's the maximum that we do. We said that if you buy 4, then we'll make sure that there aren't the same products in any of them. Does that make sense? So you don't get the same thing again. But that's quite tricky to do. So, but we are now at the point where we know how many we've got left. We've added them back to the website. There are now a maximum of 2 that we're saying that people can buy, but goodie boxes are back in stock for a short period of time. If you've not got yours yet, then you can grab it. I've seen loads of unboxing videos.
Oh, I love that.
I've seen loads of people who have been exceptionally happy with their goodie boxes. I've seen a small number of people who are unhappy with their goodie boxes, and that's really sad, and I'm sorry if anybody is. it is a goodie box. It is a potluck,
like a
if you
lucky
will,
dip,
of what you're
isn't
going
it?
to get. Yeah. And I was a bit upset, and I was looking at it, and someone was unhappy, and they said that they're not going to buy them again. They're angry with Hunky Dory and so on, and which makes me really, it's sad. I can't do anything about it because it's, the product is every goodie box that we send out is representative of the goodie boxes. Every goodie box we show is representative of the goodie boxes that we send out.
Yeah.
So they are the same thing. So, but then I saw a video of someone unboxing a goodie box that had the exact same stuff in it, and they were over the moon. So it was one of those where, okay, right, you can't please everybody all the time, which is what you try and do and what we try and do. You have to accept that the vast majority of people are really happy with them, because I'll be honest with you, I thought, I don't think we'll do them again. I think that's it, because I saw them and I got a bit sad. Do you know what I mean? I thought that's it. But then the amount of people who are happy with them means that we should do it. So I don't think we should do it.
No, we should do it.
Enough waffling. Goodie box is back in stock. Very short period of time. Okay. The trials and
tribulations. I imagine a very short amount of them as well. Because we sold a lot of them.
A lot, yeah.
I bet there's not that many left.
Oh no, there's hardly any left. No, it's under 100, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. There's hardly any left.
Get them.
The trials and tribulations of running a craft company. Anyway, right. I want to show you some cards. You have to learn not to take things to heart, don't you? Here you go. Some beautiful cards made with our fabulous Fairy Wishes, which is brand spanking new. We'll bring it back up on screen.
Ooh, look at
Fairy
these
Wishes
ones.
Club Gift Bundle. Look at that. That's beautiful. With an easel card, but only the front there.
Cat flap.
Only cat flap card, but only on one side. But I mean, who made that?
Me.
Did you make that now?
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
I looked at it and I went, oh, that's really cool.
And then went,
I realised,
I made that. I mean, that is such a nice composition. As cards go, guys, isn't that gorgeous? Would you like to receive that? Do you know somebody who would like to receive that? I bet you do. You could make that exact card and you could send it with our free club gift. We get more people get the bundle now than the club gift, believe it or not. And well, I'm sure you believe it's because of the extra value that's in there. That's cute. There we go. A lovely easel. So many. Rach made this for us. Thank you very much, Rach. Similar sort of idea here, where you've got this this in the background. She kept the aperture there, but a little bit of fussy cutting enables you to pop that that frame behind the fairy's wings. Really nice.
It's a great way of being able to keep the gorgeous detailing on the fairies as well that you've got on your cardstock.
And not losing artwork.
Gorgeous gatefold.
Look at this. Absolutely lovely. I'm a big fan of an inverse corner rounder. I really am.
It works, especially when your toppers have that design on them.
Yes.
You definitely
just coordinates,
need to have
doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous.
Finishes it off perfectly.
A centre stepper.
Ooh.
There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And a Z fold. Is that right?
Nice.
Very nice. Don't know who did that one?
That one was me.
Nice. Did you hear, everyone? Nice. And again, look at the way that the team did that great work with the product information down the side, matching the lovely lilac in this kit perfectly. Guys, cards that you're going to be able to make, all made from our club gift, and you can make cards just as beautiful as that at home. It's adorable, scoreable. It's really high quality, you know, and you love it. You're going to get it home and you're going to be really happy with it, I'm sure. Grab them while you can, because our club gifts do move very, very fast. I want to talk to you about some ribbon. And here is some ribbon. Always looks better on the front than it does on the back. There we go. You're not meant to show that bit. I get in trouble for that. Here we go. And it's a bundle of Fairy Wishes ribbon. 20 metres of ribbon in there. £5.99 instead of £9.99. You've got 10 colours with 2 metres of each, and obviously they all match the Fairy Wishes kit beautifully. Would you like some shimmering diamond sparkles?
Oh.
As you can see, the 4 topper colours, your blue, your sort of peachy pink, your green and your purple or lilac, represented here beautifully with the shimmer diamond sparkles. I can bring these nice and close. That's the kind of shimmer you get. And look at the facets. Really, really nice, but there's a shimmer in them as well. You can see down here on screen at the minute.
I think it matches this collection really nice as well, because it's a lot softer than your big, vibrant gemstones too. And it's going to be a match made in heaven. Totally
agree with you, Natalie. Love the depth of the blue there as well. So you get, in each of these, dark through to light in different tones as well. 336 gemstones in there. Instead of £11.96, guys, they're £6.99. So for £7, you're getting all 4 of those, 336 self-adhesive gemstones, 4mm, 6mm, and indeed the 8mm in there as well. I need to show you. I know Natalie's already shown this to you. But I'll show you the packaging. Pretty floral arch. If I can bring this close, you should be able to see. That's an example of a card that was made. You have already seen one with Natalie, but there are lots of different, depending upon your the medium that you use, whether you're cutting it with Miri or so on and so forth. Lots of different styles you're going to get with this. Turn it around. You also get some accoutrement. With some little flowers there as well, and have a, I can't read it backwards, have a lovely day. Which of course is the sentiment there. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. I'm going to show you a couple of cards made with that. I mean, in white, I've got to say, people are loving the white.
It looks really good in white.
Look at the Miri behind that, have a lovely day.
And it works really nice with your papers as well that you're getting. Really, really beautiful.
That's gorgeous. I don't know
so
who
nice with the little butterflies
who made that one?
As well. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't say on the back. Me. I wish they did. It was you, was it?
It wasn't me.
I think I remember.
I think it might be Kat.
I think I remember making this one.
Oh, did you make it?
Yeah, this is one of mine, guys. What I did, I used the die there on the front.
Yeah.
I put some acetate there in the aperture that created. I had a lovely day doing it. And Nat's just yawning at me.
Sorry.
You should show Natalie with a big yawn.
Oh, this is cute.
Box card, baby. Box card. Really, really lovely. So you can really make, quite fantastic projects with this cutting die. With this, there we go, look at that.
Oh, I like that one. That's a really nice example of that die.
And if you just want an ornate sort of garden arch, you can have that without the fairy. It's completely up to you. Really,
love how they fussy cut out those butterflies there.
Yes, which is what we said before, didn't we? So,
Very
guys,
clever.
Surely, have a look. Go that way and have a look. No, I was looking at the price. $14.99. It's not $14.99. It's £9.99 for that cutting die because it's launched with our club gift. Should be $14.99. You're getting a die. It's a serious size, that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies in there in total, cutting dies in total. You saw how well it cut. Absolutely brilliant. Natalie, we're going to come to you, if that's okay.
We are.
For our
I'm going to do a little fold back card, but we are going to make it a little bit differently from the one that Dan showed. So we're going with these gorgeous purples here again, and I'm actually going to make a 5x7 card. So I'm going to use the whole of this piece of cardstock up, and we're going to trim it. Well, I say the whole. We're going to have bits left over. We're going to trim that to 10, and then I'm also going to trim it this way to 7. So it's the height that I want it, it's the width that I want it, and we're going to do some cutting. I've also then got a piece of the gorgeous acetate with this wonderful sparkly finish, and I've cut that to 7, and I've also cut it on here to 8. So that gives me 5x7, which is the height of my panel, and then I have got another 3 inches, which I'm going to use with my scores on. So let's get our scoreboard out again, and I am going to add my scores in here. I'm going to line it up to here, and we're going to go in at 2.5. So just lining that up there, and then I'm going to lightly go over my fairy down to these flowers, and then we're going to score it again, and then I'm going to score it at 5. So we've got a nice sort of deep panel to work with here. So once we've got our scores in, then you're going to want to do your fussy cutting. So I've done it around the flowers up to this section here, and I'm just going to go around the top of this wing on here, and it's so easy to do this on your glass mat because it absolutely just glides through that detailing. We'll pop that out, and then we're going to fold this back. So folding it back both ways, scoring that on that base there to give you this beautiful effect. So I'm going to take my acetate next, and we are going to score this. So I'm going to score it at 1 inch, and then I need to add 5 on, so we're going to score it at 6, and then I'm going to score that at 7 as well. And we are going to create a nice little box front here. So I'm just going to score that along the base here. Let me just make sure.
Now, we've been asked about service and how fast orders are going out. I
man
can
to
see
ask.
one of our Hunky Dory team has put 5 working days. Not actually correct. So we are on 3 working days at the minute. So working days, because obviously we're on 4-day weeks at the minute, aren't we? It's annoying. Yes, so the team are picking Monday's orders today. Obviously, some orders jump through because they are next day delivery, and each day's diamond orders get picked first, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we're slightly further behind than we want to be, and it's the same with the Hobby Maker and the Hunky Dory retail orders are going out. Website orders are going out at sort of at the same rate. But the team are doing as well as they possibly can. Obviously, we've got slight goodie box hangover, just with the volume of orders that have gone out. But 3 working days, it's not where we want to be. We want to be on 1 working day.
We do.
But 3 working days is not too bad.
So I'm adding my red liner tape, and I've added it to the back of this panel here at the top, and I'm adding it here on the base as well. We've gone with our super thick one because that is going to be hidden the most when we add this together. So let's get our toppers out, and I'm going to go with this beautiful one which matches our image. We are going to use all of them. I'm going to take this as well, and these tiny little I like to call these like button toppers, or you could use they kind of work as like little gemstones as well when we're sort of making this together. I might use my border. We're going to see how this works. So let's start off by placing these images where we want them to go. So I'm going to peel this off because we are going to use our frame on top of our acetate. So to make sure that this is central, I'm just lining this where I want it to go, and then I've gone in with our tiny strip foam pads on our tiny frame because they fit perfectly, and then I've doubled up my foam pads on the backing of here. I'm going to use this as a nice little guide to make sure I'm happy with the placement. It's always important to go from your largest frame, because if I went from those images, I wouldn't know if this was going to be central. So make sure you're going from your largest frame, because then you know no matter what it's going to sit on. And then I haven't sort of popped these out of the frame yet, so I'm just going to run my finger along. You could run your pokey tool along,
or a craft knife, I guess.
A craft knife would work really nice, but just be super careful with your craft knife that you don't end up cutting through any of your toppers. So just popping that out, and that is going to lift that topper away and give you that nice definition. So now we've got those on, I'm going to take my first piece off here, and you want to stick the panel that just has 1 fold on, because this one here has 2 folds within it. So just open those out, and I'm going to line this up with this base here. So this is an inch panel, and our side panel is 2.5 inch.
Okay.
So it's going to give us, instead of doing it at 2.5 and it matching up with this fairy, it's going to give your fairy a lot more definition. And then I'm going to pop this on the front. So let's just peel that off. And I'm going to stick this in. Now this is where you can use your inserts to hide your workings with this little panel of acetate that we've added onto the back.
Gives you somewhere nice to write as well.
And, which is my favourite thing about this card, is that it does fold flat, and you would be able to put this into a 7x7 envelope.
Of course.
Because we need to always be thinking about how we're going to be posting those out. So I like to just go back in my acetate and just make sure that they bend nicely.
Just to burnish them. Which we've got the burnishing tool for. I saw you use it before now. It's really good, isn't it?
Just to give it that nice little bit of height and depth and definition. So I'm just going to use my finger just to bend this butterfly's wing up so it stands off there a little bit more. And then we're going to go in with this. Now I'm going to use my tape runner for this, because your tape runner works really well on your acetate actually. And because we're sticking it down flat, we should be absolutely fine with using this. So once I've got that in place, I am then just going to line this up. Please mind my head because it will be in the way. I'm going to line that up on there with my frame as best as we can.
So you're looking straight down there, and you
straight down. getting that tunnel vision.
Look at that.
To make sure that that fits on there perfectly.
That's framed it beautifully, Natalie.
You've got your
What a
may all
lovely
your
card.
dreams come true. So that's going to go here in the bottom corner. And then these tiny little button ones I'm going to place on the very top of our image here. So let's go in with the different colours. They all match really nicely with the tones that we've got on here as well. And that one's just going to fit just over that wing. But it's going to look really, really nice. And then there you are.
That's a lovely card. Natalie, 3 really nice different cards. We've got acetate been used in there.
Yeah.
Guys, the acetate's fantastic. The acetate is limited edition, so if you want that acetate, you will need to get it. The club gift should stay in stock. We're hoping for 2 months, whether it does or not. Well, we'll find out tomorrow, I guess, how fast it's gone, but there we go. Okay, Natalie, thank you so much for 3 beautiful cards.
You're very welcome.
And thank you all for joining us. I'm going to give you a little bit of a chance to just pop your answer to our Win It Weekly question into the comments before we go. What is a fairy's favourite snack is what we've asked, and that's to get the lovely Build a Fairy die. No, it's not. Yes, it is. The Floral Fairies little book and the Duo Design paper pad as well. 3 people are going to win all 3 of those things, which is great. What's a fairy's favourite snack? Popcorn, peanuts, raisins. You thought maybe popcorn?
Yeah, just because it's easier for their little fingers.
I thought maybe popcorn.
Yeah.
I've looked at the feed,
Are we
and
wrong?
would you be surprised to see that people are writing raisins?
Yeah, I would actually.
Is it because they're really sweet?
Maybe.
Fairies maybe like really sweet things, but then popcorn's
Maybe.
sweet, isn't it? Last question.
Yes.
Sweet or salted popcorn?
I like that mixed one.
I like it mixed.
I like the mixed
Deborah
one.
can't stand it.
Love
She
the
likes sweet,
mixed
she
one.
likes salted, but she won't have the mixed.
No, together it's a
I'm with you.
dream.
Okay, a couple of things to tell you about, everybody. Hobbymaker, Anne-Marie is over at Hobbymaker this afternoon. Join her from 1 o'clock with our pressed petals, 3 o'clock with Little Books 3 for 2, and at 5 o'clock with our pressed petals again. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, this is tomorrow at 10 a.m. British summertime now.
Summertime.
Summertime. A new collection has bloomed at Hunky Dory. Join us tomorrow for the launch of our glorious Pressed Petals collection, as well as our Friday fun show, because it's Friday.
It's Friday.
Already.
It is.
Tomorrow. How balmy. Nat and Kat will be here, but Nat will be standing here and talking with you, and Kat will be over there and demonstrating, is my guess.
She will.
She will, and that's from 10 o'clock. Then it says end credits, but before we do, I just want to show you this fantastic Fairies bundle one last time. It's absolutely gorgeous, people. That includes your free gift, your inserts, your papers down at the bottom, your bite-sized book up at the top, but also your adorable scoreable in there as well. You've got your toppers. You can make those cards that Natalie made today. With this, if you add the acetate to it, just £12.99.
£12.
What an amazing price for such a lot of gorgeous, adorable, scoreable, high-quality, hunky-dory goodness. Okay, lots of love. Thank you very much for spending an hour with us, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.